Children were left out of his legacy. The will also leaves Benson's property to a trust. Today, Our Lady of Fatima Church kicked off celebrations for the feast day saint of St. Joseph a day early with rosary prayer in English and in Italian. As our Danielle Garcia reports, the Italian-American tradition is very symbolic for the Catholics who celebrate it.
March 19th marks a celebration of Sicilian culture and the feast day of St. Joseph, the husband of the Virgin Mary.
The custom comes from the Palermo area of Sicily, which is the northern part of Sicily. And at the turn of the century, many of the Sicilians came from the port of Palermo to the port of New Orleans. There was a direct line.
Tradition says during a famine in Sicily, the people prayed to St. Joseph for food.
And when the famine ended, they erected these elaborate tables, and they placed on them what was at the time their most cherished possession, food, and then they gave the food away to those who had suffered in the famine.
That's why on his feast day, volunteers from the community spend weeks organizing and baking for the altar. Then the food is donated to local charities in need.
We ladies from the parish, we volunteer, and it's a good camaraderie. We sit and talk and roll cookies, and it is a good way of extending that love and that understanding and giving that tradition to people who don't realize, who may not have had this in their own parish.
Father Michael Russo has a Sicilian background and decided to bring this familiar tradition to each church he's a part of.
And when I was ordained a priest 29 years ago, I made a pledge, a personal promise that I would always erect a St. Joseph's table to honor my family and to honor St. Joseph in whatever parish I was assigned to. And so I've been doing that. This is my 29th altar.
Parishioners of the church say they enjoy participating in the Italian custom regardless of their own heritage.
The food is distributed among the poor. It's given to the Sisters of Charity, and Easter baskets are made for the poor. And Faith House and some of the other places, food, cakes, treats are sent out.
In Lafayette, Danielle Garcia, KTC TV3.
Tomorrow morning there will be an 8:30 mass followed by a reenactment of the journey to Bethlehem. There will be meatless spaghetti served from 10:30 to 2, and other Italian treats will be served throughout the remainder of the day until 5 p.m. Expect traffic jams in Lafayette this week. The northbound lane of Louisiana Avenue under I-10 will be closed between